Hello, how are you? I'm Dave Gagne. I'm the town administrator for the town of West Bridgewater, and I'll bring to you tonight a preview for the upcoming Board of Selectmen meeting scheduled for September 6th. First on the agenda is a joint meeting with the library trustees, and the two boards will come together to make an appointment for a vacated seat. And then shortly thereafter will be an appointment with the water superintendent. The Board of Selectmen is going to be voting on whether to ratify a decision to hire a new laborer. It's a vacant position. It's already funded. It's a position that's been vacant for some time. But the Board of Selectmen take the final vote because it is part of the union or collective bargaining agreement. As you know, the town approved a dog park a few years ago, and we are still in the process of hiring all the design contractors, and so one of the contracts will be before the board for their award. The police department has asked for an appointment of a special police officer, so he will be there. And then there will be two annual requests, one from the Disabled American Veterans and the other one from the Berwick Boys for nonprofit fundraiser campaigns. The Scott Golder has been appointed as the new treasurer, so we will also name him as a records access officer under the new public records law, and there will be a whole bunch of minutes for the board to accept and approve as well. There is a concern from at least one, but probably a handful of residents in town as to whether or not all committees should be made up of just town residents or not. So that will be before the board for their discussion. In the Old Colony Planning Council, our regional planning council is looking for a vote from the Board of Selectmen for support on a clean energy project. Unfortunately, we've also heard from our long-term, well-established Fire Chief Lenny Hunt that he has announced his retirement effective on January 1. He's been here for a very long time, over 40 years, and he'll be missed. And so that will be before the board. And there will also be a discussion on hiring of personnel going forward as to what the process would be. Under my report, a handful of items. One is that the municipal aggregation that the town meeting approved for West Bridgewater well over a year ago has finally been approved by the Department of Public Utilities. So I'll outline the next steps to the Board of Selectmen. And also I want to make sure that we gave a lot of credit to our library director and her staff, Ellen. On August 21st, we had a partial viewing of a solar eclipse, and she did a fantastic job. And so I'll go over everything that happened there, along with our local cable company, notably Ben Smith, who shot a really nice video in reference to it as well. The Town Hall roof project is underway, so I'll update the board. And the last is that the board a handful of months ago tasked me with making a presentation on potentially merging the highway and the forestry departments, and also a discussion whether or not we want to go to a full DBW. So that presentation will be before the board for their review and discussion as well. As always, the board normally meets on the first and third Wednesday of every single month. They are the highest ranking board and sets policy for the entire town. It's a public meeting, so you're always more than welcome to attend. If you can't attend, you can see this video and all of the videos prior to this meeting at the YouTube page for West Bridgewater TV, or you can always go to the Board of Selectmen's tab on the website as well. Thank you and have a good evening.